our topic in this video is about distance between 2 points in a plane. So we are given 2 points. So 4 and 8 and 1 and 2. So we can actually find the distance between these 2 points by Pythagorean theorem. So kung ipa-plot natin itong dalawang points na to sa Cartesian plane, so ito yung ating 4 and 8 and 1 and 2. Kung mapapansin nyo, isa itong right triangle. So meron tayong 90 degrees na angle dito at yung katapat niyang line, ito yung tinatawag nating hypotenuse. And yung hypotenuse na to, ito yung distance between these 2 points. 1 and 2 and 4 and 8. So the distance between these 2 points is equivalent to hypotenuse. And para mahanap yung hypotenuse na yan, or yung distance between these 2 points, pwede natin gamitin ang Pythagorean theorem. So which is equal to c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So sa triangle natin, ito yung c, ito naman yung a and b. So ito yung leg ng triangle, ito naman yung base. And then ito yung hypotenuse. So magagamit natin to kung given yung values ng b and a. Since dito sa given natin ay points ang given, so we can represent it as the distance. So d, which is d squared is equal to the change in x squared plus the change in y squared. Mapapansin nyo, pareho lang sila. Since yung change in x, so yung change of x natin, which is the length of this base, so the change in x is 4. So this 4 minus 1. So the change in x is equal to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So yung distance na to is equal to 3. So d squared is equal to the change of x, which is 3 squared, plus change of y naman natin, yung starting point minus the ending point. So 8, so ito yung change of y natin. So 8 change of y is from 8 minus, so 2. So change of y natin is equal to 6. So yung distance na to is equal to 6. So yung change of y is equal to 6 squared. So this squared is equal to 3 squared is equal to 9 plus 6 squared is 36. So this squared is equal to 45. So this squared, so square root lang natin yung 45, which is equal to, so factor lang natin siya yung 45. So 9 times 5. So square root ng 9 is 3. Then square root of 5. Which is also equal to 6.71 units. So yung distance ng hypotenuse natin, or yung length ng hypotenuse na to, is equal to 6.71 units. Or 3 square root of 5. So meron tayong tinatawag na distance formula. D is equal to square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So pero pwede naman sila mag-interchange dahil naka-squared naman yan. So kahit mayroon tayong negative na difference na makukuha dito, so naka-squared naman yun, so positive pa rin yung kakalabasan niya. Actually ito ay Pythagorean theorem lang din. So ito yung delta x natin, or yung change in x. And ito naman yung change in y natin. And in-square root natin sila kasi naka-squared tong d squared. So, gamitin natin to sa example natin. Halimbawa, yung x sub 2 na x sub 1, ito yung x sub 1 natin, ito naman yung y sub 1, and then x sub 2 and y sub 2. Using the distance formula, d is equal to square root of x sub 2, which is 1, minus x sub 1, which is 4, squared, plus y sub 2, which is 2, minus y sub 1, which is 8, squared. So distance is equal to negative 3 squared plus 2 minus 8 is negative 6 squared. So d is equal to square root of, so negative 3 squared is 9 plus negative 6 squared is 36. So d square root of 45. So same lang siya. 3 square root of 5 units. So next example, find the distance from point A 9, 2 to point B 6, 3. So pwede natin labelan to as x sub 1, y sub 1. And ito naman, x sub 2, y sub 2. And then, yung distance formula natin, which is distance is equal to square root of change in x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Change in y naman, squared. So, d is equal to square root of x sub 1, x sub 2, which is 6, minus x sub 1, which is 9, squared, plus y sub 2, so 3, minus y sub 1, 2. Square root of 6 minus 9 is negative 3 squared plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 squared. So d, so negative 3 squared is 9 plus 1. So distance is square root of 10. So which is also equivalent to 3.16 units.